Take one hectic woman starting a new business. And a tired flat that hasn't been touched in 10 years.
I don't particularly like this furniture.
So there's no love for those at all? I'll burn it.
Yeah.
She wants to take out the old and bring in the new.
Those colours I did try, but I didn't actually like any of them.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased you don't like them.
With the help of Gordon Whistance and his 20 years design experience.
Oh, that's all right.
He'll show having little time is no barrier. Your living space can be transformed in just 48 hours.
I can't imagine how that could possibly make a space better for anyone.
Former IT consultant Georgina has not changed her Middlesex flat since she moved in 10 years ago. But now she's desperate for a fresh look after making a life-changing decision to give up her 22-year IT career to set up a pet care business from home.
I've inherited a lot of the furniture and the colours from the previous owners. And my flat is a bit cluttered and I haven't really done much to it. I'm really rubbish at DIY. Maybe that's because I just haven't tried it.
Georgina's dramatic lifestyle change started when her much-loved father passed away. After spending 6 months travelling, she decided to give up her job and start all over again.
I suppose it was prompted by the death of my dad, because it makes you think that life's short and you've got to do what you really want to do. I do like to entertain and I like the lounge to look a bit more homely. And with starting up the business, I'd like the second bedroom to double as an office. And I just want to get a lot more organised. I'm always losing things. I just want to be able to find things.
Georgina she is flat out with her new business, but she has set aside 2 days to transform her living space. Gordon will guide her through the daunting process and show her how both rooms can be renovated in 8 hours.
48 hours? I mean, I'm not sure if I'm going to achieve that because it's a lot of work to do.
From what I know about Georgina, she is making big changes in her life across the board, and one of the areas that she really does need a lot of help, according to her, is her home. That's where I come in.
Before the 48 hours of hard work can begin, Gordon needs to meet Georgina to get to know her and her space.
Oh, hello, Gordon.
Hi, Georgina. Really nice to meet you.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Good, good. Can I come straight in?
Yeah, I do.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Georgina's 1960s first-floor apartment comprises 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen diner, and a lounge with wonderful views over an extensive park.
So there are 2 areas that we need to look at. Is that right, Georgina?
Yes, the first one's a small bedroom, which I was looking to also make into an office.
Okay.
So this is it.
Okay. Almost the straightforward, never bothered, second bedroom, dumping ground, all nicely covered up there. Look at that. Office.
Yeah, that's right. The office would be used more often. I mean, I only use it as a bedroom when I have friends over to stay, and that's maybe a couple of times a month.
Okay.
Georgina is keen to clear out any remnants from previous owners and replace them with items that reflect her own style.
You've got the wardrobe, the chest of drawers, lots of kind of bits and pieces. Is that to go, or is that to what?
I do want to do a bit of a declutter.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like this furniture.
That's, what, a day bed there?
Yeah, it's like a sofa bed. There's some storage underneath.
A little bit dated colour scheme-wise, isn't it? Orange, taupe, you know, these kind of mustardy colours haven't been around for a while.
Georgina has tried to pick out suitable colours to paint the room, but can't make a decision.
Is that yellow, or is it? It looks a bit limey green next to the yellow.
Yeah.
But they're not very adventurous.
No.
Are they?
What were you thinking? Were you thinking a sort of vibrant pink or something?
No. Well, at the moment, I'm not really thinking anything, but I'm thinking that's not a very adventurous palette, and that tells me a lot about you. But you are clearly more adventurous than this paint, because, you know, look at the colours you're wearing. You know, you're wearing this kind of rich blue. You know, so you're obviously not afraid of colour.
Well, those colours I did try, but I didn't actually like any of them, so maybe that tells you something.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased you don't like them.
Gordon wastes no time in sketching some ideas he hopes might suit Georgina's new office bedroom. But that's just the start. She also wants to revamp her tired-looking lounge, which is in desperate need of a makeover.
So what are the problems in here, Georgina?
Well, I've been here 10 years and it hasn't been repainted since then, so I think it needs a bit of an update.
What about the sofa and the armchair? What's your feeling on those?
That's something I bought off the previous owners, and I hate the proportions. I think it's quite bulky, maybe makes the room look a bit small, and also I hate that colour.
OK. So there's no love for those at all, is there,
No.
really? You could have just said quickly, burn it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It feels like you don't live here. That feels like it would be you. This kind of corner here with lots of stuff, lots of interest, lots of books, lots of pictures, mementos. So what do we have to achieve in here?
Well, I do like to have guests round, so to have a nice atmosphere for entertaining.
Presumably then you want to do more with the fireplace?
I feel that surround needs some embellishment, shall we say.
Yeah, that's too minimal,
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think.
Georgina is eager for Gordon to make use of some of the items she has collected from her travels.
Tell me about the screen. That's beautiful.
Oh, yes, I love this. The other half of this is in my main bedroom.
Oh, right. That's two sides to a four-side screen.
Yeah.
It really does look kind of special because the detailing on it is amazing.
Yeah, I think it might look even better if it was all kept in one piece.
Yeah, if it was together, because that border will go all the way around it and it kind of just stops. There's a lot of eclectic stuff going on here. What the hell's that? What is that? It's like some giant
that's,
concrete parrot.
It's actually plastic.
Every home should have one.
Yeah.
But I think it says a lot about you.
I think maybe it's time that they flew the nest.
I tell you what, my job is not to judge anyone's style. I try and make spaces work for people who have different needs. I can't imagine how that could possibly make a space better for anyone.
OK.
First up, Gordon needs to know how much cash Georgina has to spend, so he can provide a workforce, materials and furniture and fittings for both these rooms.
Right, Georgina, this is the ugly part.
Talking money.
What have you got?
3,000.
Well, £3,000. You know what? For a sitting room and a spare bedroom office, I think we don't have anything to worry about.
With just a week till the 48-hour transformation, Gordon needs to get a clearer picture of Georgina's style so he can incorporate it into his design.
In 10 years, you've not really done anything, so why now?
Decided to take a 6-month career break, went travelling. When I arrived back, I realised I didn't really want to continue what I was doing. I'm planning on setting up a business from home.
Oh, that's brilliant. So do you think what you like is based on the travels that you've had?
Yes, I think so.
Let's talk about colours for a second. I have got kind of a selection which I just wanted you to have a look at because I think I'm kind of forming a picture now of you and what I think you would like.
I do like reds, blues. If you were thinking of a colour scheme to do the lounge, what would you?
Let's see if I can give you a kind of an arrangement here. A little bit of the red and then maybe a little bit of a stronger blue. So let's go for that. That's quite a nice little arrangement of colour, perhaps. We've got that colour, this taupe, pale blue, white, little bit of rose, faded rose, and then there's Air Force blue as well here, so just there.
I love it.
OK, that's good. Maybe that's the way forward then.
OK.
Yeah? OK.
With a big step made, Gordon's focus turns to Georgina's furnishings in the living room.
The screen, the Chinese screen, I think is beautiful. Is that
I
something?
agree with you there.
OK.
I'd like that to sort of enhance the room, I guess.
Yeah, OK. Now, with a screen, obviously, a screen screens. At the moment, it's screening a 3-foot plastic parrot.
You've got it in for my parrots, haven't you?
Well, yes, I have, frankly. I think, in a way, I think it might be a legacy of a bygone you.
Yes, I think so. I think it's maybe
Yeah.
time to let them go.
Them?
Oh, I've got another one in my bedroom. Sorry.
Ah! I thought it was just one.
With the parrots consigned to the scrap heap, Gordon's next goal is to figure out how to create more space in Georgina's second bedroom.
The way we lay out the study or the spare bedroom, depending whatever you want to call it, I would say that the best place for the desk is going to be in that half. Whether it's under the window, looking out, or a corner desk. But if you really would rather just kind of look out, it's probably more space efficient directly under the window.
Yeah, I think that would fit quite well.
Yeah.
If they're to have any chance of transforming both rooms in 48 hours, it's essential Georgina prepares the flat ready for the work to begin.
To get this done in the 48 hours is going to be tight. Start looking at the stuff that you don't want. Take it out of the house, take it out of your home, and take it wherever. It would be a good idea to get rid of the old sofa.
Sounds good to me.
OK, so somebody who's travelled the world and then come back and jack their job in to start a new business is somebody who's prepared to embrace the unknown. And what I've got to do is interpret our meeting and everything that Georgina has told me and design her new apartment for the new Georgina, not the old one.
Coming up, Gordon gets started on his design.
I'm going to get rid of the old colour scheme because, frankly, it's horrible, it's dated and bland. I'm going to get rid of the curtains because they haven't even been washed in 10 years.
But will Georgina be impressed with his master plan? Busy Georgina is going through massive changes in her life and wants her Middlesex flat to better reflect her new lifestyle.
I'm always losing things. Just want to be able to find things.
She's starting a business from home and has virtually no spare time. Interior designer Gordon Whistance is going to show her that between them, they can bring about a massive home transformation in just 48 hours.
I can't imagine how that could possibly make a space better for anyone.
After meeting with Georgina, Gordon still has some thinking to do. Trying to create more space in the cramped bedroom-cum-office is a challenge. So he's visiting an office furniture store in search of inspiration.
If you are thinking about making a home office, you are going to need more space and equipment than if you were just, say, filing personal papers. There are some things to bear in mind. A wall will work very hard for you in a home office because if you can store things high up with something maybe even as glitzy as this, it means you've got stuff up and not down around you where you actually need the space. We are biological beings and we do need nature for good physiological and psychological well-being. Now, put simply, that means get more nature in your home office. If you can get a desk by a window, that's fantastic. Even a picture of a plant, or better still, a real plant. Get some fresh air into your environment. The study of ergonomics looks at the interface between man and machine, and there are a few ergonomic checks that you can make to make the very best out of your home office. First of all, your eyes should be 2 to 3 feet away from your computer monitor. The top of the monitor should be eye level or just below. Your feet should be firmly planted on the floor or on a raised platform, and your seat should have a slight recline to stop the pressure on the vertebrae and thus minimising any back pain. Above all, your home office has to be a place where you can work productively. It doesn't have to be very serious black leather and chrome. It can be fun.
It's Georgina's lounge which is Gordon's main challenge. He must revamp a bland-looking room and introduce touches individual to her. He sets to work on the design.
You know, I really think Georgina's become very comfortable with how she's living at the moment, and the trouble is, it's not her at all. She's got furniture she doesn't like any of it, so we need to flatten that playing field and start again. So what I need to do is make it a place for the new Georgina, a place where she relates to, a place where she's comfortable in. And after all, she is going to be spending a lot more time there at work with her new business.
Georgina has set aside 2 days for the refurbishment, so Gordon has to make sure his design is achievable in the time frame.
Her layout is fine. I can't change that, I can't better it, but what I can do is add warmth and comfort and layers to that. So instead of having a hole in the wall with nothing in it, I want to put a fire surround so the room does actually have a better focal point. I'm going to get rid of the old colour scheme because, frankly, it's horrible, it's dated and bland. I'm going to get rid of the curtains because they haven't even been washed in 10 years. I'm going to put some new life into her apartment, something that she can relate to, something that now reflects Georgina's new future, something that's bright, fresh and easy to live with.
Gordon plans to repaint the room with bright blue colour to give it a modern and fresh look, while new shelving will offer space to store personal possessions. If the rooms are to be completed in the 48 hours, it's vital Georgina carries out the prep work Gordon has asked her to do. She's managed to get rid of all the old furniture in both the living room and second bedroom, but she's struggling to clear the clutter.
Got a lot of running medals. Whoops. This looks like Prague. I always quite like travel books, so might keep that one. Some of it is a bit uncomfortable because there's a lot of old memories, old family memories. Some of it is good. Some of it is depressing because I've got so much junk.
With the work due to start in the morning, Georgina still has plenty to do. As day one dawns, it's crucial to get off to a good start if they're to stand any chance of pulling it off in the time frame.
This has really changed. I noticed the other part of the screen is here.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it? It's actually, the second part is just as nice as the first part.
It is indeed.
Well, again, looks twice the size, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we're kind of good to go, aren't we?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? You look very fresh. have you been excited about this?
Yes, I have. Very excited.
Good. Try and maintain that level of excitement because the next 48 hours are not going to be easy.
With the clock already ticking, it's time for Gordon to put Georgina out of her misery and reveal his big plans for the living room.
You ready?
Yep.
Good.
Ah, I like it. I'm a fan of blue.
Yeah? I do think it's going to make a big difference to the room because at the moment it's cream and you've never done anything with that. The fire surround is obviously going to make a big difference to that room.
I do like the curtains.
The reason I've used stripes is because it will just give a little bit of height to the room. In terms of the layout of the room, in all honesty, I think you probably had it as well as it could get.
Yeah.
I think this is all just modernising, updating, making it sharp and crisp.
It looks sleek, so I think you've done that well.
I love that word. At the moment, we've got nothing on the floor, nothing on the walls, and we need to put all of this in. Are you worried about the time we've got to do it in?
A little.
When you have a low moment over the next 2 days, remember this.
Yeah.
Because if you lose sight of that, you'll lose the drive to get it done.
To achieve this in 48 hours, Gordon, Georgina and the team must stick to a strict schedule. Before midday, they need to strip out the old shelving, prepare the walls for the new colour and paint the ceiling. The carpenters have just arrived to build the new shelving, but it's not just the living room they plan to transform. Gordon needs to work his designer magic in Georgina's second bedroom too.
What's happened to the wardrobe and the chest of drawers?
Oh, they went to a charity shop?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. You know what they say, one man's rubbish is another man's gold. So some people will be really appreciative of that, which is good. And it also means we've got space to work.
Gordon is keeping the finer details of the design close to his chest, but there is lots of preparation to do. Before midday, they must prepare the walls for painting and sand the door, skirtings and window ledge. It's 10 a.m. and work is finally ready to begin. With so much to do, Georgina must brush up on her limited DIY skills.
Yeah, Gordon's given me a little job to do. And I haven't really done sanding before. It's quite good for toning up the arms.
When you've taken everything out of your room, it is absolutely the best time to have a little spring clean. All those nooks and crannies that you can't get to when the furniture's in, well, now you can do it.
While Gordon continues working in the lounge, Harry, Gordon's right-hand man, checks in on Georgina.
How you doing, Georgina?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Good.
Is that enough?
Finish.
Or a bit more?
Yeah, a little bit. I do you know what, I might give you a coarser sandpaper. It's a little bit easier to use, actually. Then I think it'll be a much quicker. Some let's see. And you can almost rub your finger over it.
Oh, yeah.
Finger over there, and you can feel it. Feel the sort of, you know, the dryness.
Okay.
That might make it easier for you.
When you're redecorating, if it is just a simple paint job, a really good tip for you here is just loosen the switch plates. Just enough to get the tips of the bristles behind the plate. So you're not cutting around the switch, you get a much better finish, and when it's dried, screw it back on. Very, very professional. Nice finish. Georgina, how are you getting on?
Oh, fine, thanks.
How does this feel now?
I think this needs a little bit more doing to it.
Okay. These doors as well, perhaps a little bit more. We could take the handles off as well.
Okay.
Okay. And the back of the door. Complete the sanding. Second is to hoover up because sand dust is a nightmare.
Yeah.
So if we could get all the last little bits of dust up, then get 2-inch masking tape, go round as close as you possibly can, even underneath this little bit of trim here, this bit, because when we paint that, the last thing we want to do is get any on the floor.
Yeah. It's my to-do list, is it?
Yeah, don't forget to cross it off, because if I walk past and there's nothing crossed off, I'll think you haven't done anything.
OK, boss.
So while the guys are working on both rooms, which is very good, simultaneously trying to get those sorted, I am going to nip out and get a few little bits and pieces for tomorrow for the final look of these rooms. And I've got to be quick, because the clock is ticking.
Gordon is hoping to spend some of the budget on decorative and comfortable furnishings, which will give Georgina's apartment a stylish and modern look.
It's worth going and having a look in the little boutiques, the curious little shops that you don't go into every day, to see the things that will make your home special. Wallpaper is a really good example of this. The high street will sell all kinds of unusual paper, but nothing quite as sexy as this. If you've got a small room, you've got to make sure that everything you put into that room has something of interest. If it's all bland, you will end up with a bland room. Lampshades are a great way to get personality and design into the room. It could be an interesting shape, it could be brilliant colours, but it should do more than just shield the bulb. Make it interesting. That's the one, please.
Lovely, thank you.
Hope she likes it.
Back at the flat, it's midday and things are moving apace.
Okay, so we've got masses done in this room already. The guys are still working on the shelves, both there and outside. They're still cutting those final pieces to go in here. The one thing that we haven't quite cracked yet, because everyone has been busy, is all the paintwork. In the second bedroom / study, we're actually doing quite well as well. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself here with the work that we've done, but it's all been cleared out, it's all been sanded back, but everybody's got to pull together because we will not pull this off if they don't.
But before the end of day one, there's still a huge amount to complete. Like building, fitting and painting the new shelving. Plus the walls in the lounge and second bedroom need 2 coats of paint. If the team are to have any chance of finishing the painting today, Gordon must give Georgina a crash course.
See these pimples on the tray? What you need to do is drag a little bit onto there and then roll it back. So you always roll it back into the tray. Yeah. Long, even strokes like that. What you don't want to do is put too little on where you're really scrubbing into the wall and no paint's coming off. Happy?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. It'll be done in no time, this rate.
While Georgina gets to grips with the roller, Harry and Gordon continue in the second bedroom. They're very impressed with her newfound skills.
We've given her proper professional decorating work to do, and she's not a professional decorator.
She's done a pretty good job so far. I've seen she's pretty keen to get involved and always coming in and asking to help. She's most definitely got the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Ooh, how are you getting on?
Ooh, hello.
Like the colour?
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a relief, because you've not seen this. It was going to be a bit of a surprise. Hang on, let me just get that on the wall. It looks really good with white, actually, and we can kind of throw kind of anything at this colour and it'll stick, you know. Are you busy? That wall won't roll itself, will it? Go on, get out.
Despite their best efforts, by 5 p.m. the team is falling behind schedule. The shelving, which is integral to Gordon's design, hasn't been finished, and they've yet to complete the first coat of paint in either the lounge or the bedroom. And things are about to get worse, as the carpenters are leaving early to look after their children.
Bit of a problem. The builders have left site and they've had to go home.
What, in a stroll?
No, not at all. Family issues, childcare problems. They've raced back, they're in their van, they've had to go.
Oh, well, that's not great, is it? We've got a whole bunch of shelves that need to be a bunch of shelves that at the moment is just a piece of wood.
I know.
With the shelving unfinished, they can't complete the lounge painting, which will put them even further behind schedule. Coming up, Gordon's feeling the pressure.
The shelves should be fitted. It's the piece of the jigsaw that we cannot afford to be missing.
And Georgina's feeling the strain.
Pretty knackered. I don't know how it's going to happen.